Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal...
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. Books, sir. Books.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to follow close behind.
Right, you are.
How are we to get through this door?
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing?
'Tis quite a find indeed. Why, I've ne'er seen. So, might I ask that you not share? We cannot allow the knowledge. We ought to entrust its care to... As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from...
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your son... Let's investigate this place's...
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
True enough. I must confess, naught rattles me quite so much as the unexpected snuffing of my lantern light.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
This place is a...
The books ne'er seem to end.
Battle is best avoided here.
No one's coming to my rescue.
My head hurts just thinking about it. What to do? I have no mother or father. I wanted to get them a present, and the problem is... Do you think you could help me? For true. I'm sure you'll find it pretty... Hoya Risen! Have you brought me a bunch of... Well, take your time. You know where... Tell is, Vermin was once the Beastwind Kingdom.
Truly.
Indeed. though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
My sword arm could use some work.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
I wonder if today's the day I get swapped with
Ought to take a moment to replenish my strength.
Time to find me a mark. There's a coin.
Now, how best to proceed?
Nice place, this. I know how to do.
We shall remain here.
I must try to effect a change. All honest coins. Now, but not at the expense of my future. Waiting on a strike it up to today.
My legs are stiff as boards on.
Would that I now had cause to draw steel. I was
Well, have you found some... Oh, to guide me outside, then.
must hold fast.
So this is where you...
This should be... If you truly are words may be wind, mayhap the knowledge I've gained...
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
eyes on my back, watching me.
Places such as this nourish the spirit.
Not a care in the world. Acting up today.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I see which way the wind's blowing.
What did I do to deserve this?
I'll take any chance not to in my troubles.
I ought to turn in for the night.
What's to do?
I might nod off.
Barely dragged my arse out of bed.
Adventure.
Suppose I better give the ox some food.
Things to hope for a helping hand.
I suppose I'll move on. It's been a hard day. My bed. And a shoulder says.
What's to do?
To try to enjoy life very well.
Dirt and roots make for progress. I ought to turn in.
Exactly. I might stay a while.
Not to work if I'm to put bread on the table. If I sleep on my woe, may have no.
Can't help but talking or whispering up here.
This looks as good a place as any. No hurry to leave.
Greetings, Your Majesty. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safe. Mayhap it would be prudent to Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray.
Outstanding.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. While examining the palace ledger for some time now, it's what's more. This cannot be mere happenstance, yet 'tis strange. For I dare say, 'twas not an item chosen. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I am glad to hear it. For there is much we ought to tend to, if we are to for some time now, to set and so. In the false sovereign's identity, but may up approaching the false sovereign at one of what say you, Your Majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. Once your infiltration is successful, you here. Bish, take care, Your Majesty. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wise. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve the citizen. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the city.
I sense eyes upon us.
What? Huh. Huh. This looks like trouble. Huh. My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? Let's just say there are some I was to report on your coming, but I suppose that job's over. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. You have my protection.
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you. Before it catches your eye.
Yes, sir! Ugh.
We shall see how bold you are in iron.
must hold out till someone comes to me.
Time to be heading.
Do stop and have a look. I'm wares of every ilk.
Best oil my equipment.
Nothing more deadly than getting comfortable.
Now, how best to proceed?
I like to come here.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Now, how best to proceed?
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? You mean to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar? That man who would sooner starve to death than lift a finger in the pursuit of honest labor? If this is a jest, it is in very poor taste. All the same, I shall test the truth of your accusation, and who better to make it plain for us than Albert himself? I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. If he has aught to hide, his reaction when he finds them will doubtless be very telling. You may visit us again in a few days' time. Fear not. I have no intention of causing a fuss.
Now, how best to proceed?
We shall remain here.
You are the Arisen, yes? Follow me!
Our soldiers need better.
It is best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you?
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to but that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers.
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult. This room turned up little of interest. But I've a mind to look into this further. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use...
Sven, where have you been, Grace?
I didn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
This sort of quiet to us as well.
I'll feel a side better once I've had my dinner.
I've got to focus. Shift to Regent's
I've got to keep moving. Lest I fall asleep.
Polishing my armor can wait till the morning.
Prayer's a waste of time. No one's listening. That's your kid. But not at the expense of my duty.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Those new recruits can barely lift their swords. Nary a dental scratch on my arms and armor.
Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
You have my support. It would appear you've found evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds.
Sleep. That's all I get an earful.
I hope the weather holds.
Points no good.
We have arrived.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are... How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. And from Batard, this alone can prove little. But 'tis clear that Deeza's scheme... To think 'tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza, you have done well, Your Majesty.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
That's odd.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve the citizen.
Just a
Would you mind coming over here?
Well met, sir. This can't be happening. That's it. Keep on them. What to make of this?
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie
Well
my
met,
boots.
sir.
How
Fancy
dare you?
gander? Fine wares.
Let's take it easy today.
You're acting up.
Want to draw in as many customers as I can.
Well met, sir.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Peruse at your leisure.
Welcome.
Could use a rest.
I must remember to dust the showers.
Well met, sir. Everyone always in such a hurry.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Well met, sir.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Places such as this nourish the space.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Could allow us to save our strength.
Oi there, friend! All I ask is that you hear my request. My thanks, sir. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters. Only trouble is, there are still monsters. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Mel. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it. Splendid! I knew I would now. The carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, so anyone thinking of riding for free, but enough of my lecturing. And I'll pay your fare this time. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We ought not keep the recipient waiting.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
A mug of ale.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I'll take any online troubles.
Time to hit the sack.
Sprinkle of misfortune.
Fly when I'm here.
You want to try? What? Come on! Don't drag me!
My magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements. I shan't allow any further harm to come. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
A losing battle ain't worth fighting.
This ain't my problem.
Dragon, hurry everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. Then...
My aim is true.
Battle is best avoided.
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment! Might I be of assistance?
I shall see it done.
Tis draconic in form, yet aught about it is odd.
Focus. Lest it rend you limb from limb.
Indeed. We must bring all we have to bear against it.
We managed to repel the dragon. But what will become of Mel?
Perhaps we ought to stop by the village again in the near future. See how it's getting on. Show yourself! 'Twas a lesson. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I...
Forgive me. I'd best go.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. 'Tis a style all my own, the patchwork of techniques, honed for... That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation... Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. 'Tis a style all my own. A patchwork of techniques, honed...
To do. He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap aught I can do for you? I fear I've naught useful to share. He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on it. Yet if aught were to befall him,
my sword, eh?
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard and Mel. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
We're here, Master. We're...
Wasn't sure we'd survive that, but a firm resolve has taken, and if anyone can master... Go on, humor an old man. What can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margit, you say? It's a fair way you've come, then. Thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Shall we report our results?
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Fulminous shield, eh? I picked it up in Melv. Can't speak for its contents, but it certainly looks valuable. Pleasure doing business with you.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
I fear I've naught useful to share. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen. The brave fool said he was going... I'd go and search for him myself, only... I'm not afraid of monsters. So I thought, mayhap you go... Please, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right, go into the forest and turn... this won't work, will it? I could... But my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters... I'll need you to watch over me. Keep right. In we go.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
The Maester's teaching is yours, Arisen. I dare...
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough. About me? Did you need some? Finn? Do come again.
Well met, sir. Huzzah! Fancy a look at my wares? Amazing. Well met, sir. Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
You have my...
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
A flexible vocation, suited to bolstering our band where reinforcement is most needed.
Our foes will soon find themselves. Fewer burdens certainly makes for smoother travels. I dare say the spring has...
Here at the inn, we also offer... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough of... That me? Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
Here at the inn, we also... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough of that. At me? Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
The townspeople depend on me.
That Lady Margaret's a kind...
This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
True enough.
Come to
Half-Leaf Master! Fire will prove effective against this threat.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. On my way! a glorious success.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
Our collection grows.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Let me get that.
One can see far to the distance.
An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
Twould be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
True enough.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it. Come to think of it.
This is a good spot. Let's stop. I've camped here with my brother many a time.
Goblins, master!
We must remain vigilant.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. The path to victory. That strategy never would have occurred to you.
Now that's a surprise.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a... purpose for it in due time.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Can anyone hear me?
I merely
It was a near thing.
I think I'll be all right.
Save your thanks, Norb.
From where I'm standing, anyway. I'm eager. The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these...
You'll hear no complaints from me.
Let us take every precaution that we might see our charge delivered safely.
Efficiency at its best. wolves, Master! Tis a remarkable treasure we found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling?
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look. Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Well met. Have you any weapons for me? Good of you to go to the trouble. Many thanks. We'll glad... I've you to thank for that new recruit. The lad's well eager, he is. He fears naught, and he follows my commands with nary a word of complaint. Soldiers like him boost the morale of all around them. There's just one problem. Seeing a lad so spirited, so full, sets my blood to boiling, you see. Need I explain further? What say you? Get us glad to hear it. Think of it like a game. Whoever steps... Seeing as you're no warrior, you do what... Let's begin. Fight what... see, I dare say I needed that. I've ne'er met anyone like you. A commendable sort you are.
Sir Baron, you must come, and quickly. A goblin pack has descended over by the road.
My thanks for the report. Goblins can be dastardly. We'll have need of capable fighters. The more, the better. Quick! Are here! Watch my back!
Must hold out. Someone punches on all sides.
Now one Roland steps it in. Everyone's just tired of all.
Best quality.
I must Fancy a gander? I've tried.
No easy thing. Making a living in the soul. We've got goblins!
This should be of use.
What was that? Randall!
What, sir? We managed to fell the goblins, but we stuck the beast with arrows till one of them pierced its eye.
Never mind that, lad. You survived, and that's... Twould seem my days of peace are uttered. Do you recall the soldier we met on the road? He was want me to take responsibility for that. I just know he... I doubt such a thing would be asked of any human in struggle. There's no fighting it. But I'll be damned.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Would that such tranquility could last.
Indeed, you are correct.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combats.
magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
I shan't let them harm you. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs.
Good on you. Just... You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. And I was right. My brother is always the one taking the initiative. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when we managed to save Norbert. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have... So from now on, I'm going to trust him.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Mel shan't lack for medicinal herbs. 2 good deeds in one, you might say. Shall we gather the materials needed to assemble a bunch of flowers? I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
Fancy a look at... Thank you. Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Appreciate it. Fancy a look at my wares? Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Do come again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need...
Always a pleasure.
Lots to do.
up is as welcome as fine ale. Where are you going?
Hail!
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. What to do?
Ah, you've returned. How splendid! You've been in the cart, reached its destination, safe and sound, and...
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no... No harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
Indeed, you are correct.
Always another errand to see to.
Oh, I don't need this right now.
Someone to talk to.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Always another errand to see to. Food and drink are lovely, but I've other appetite.
Good to see you. Those garments you gave me had a marked effect. Albert set off to work the moment he saw them, and he's been working steadily e'er since. I ne'er thought, to be frank, I've not the slightest interest in the man, but he can surely benefit this city much more by performing an honest duty than by begging on the streets. In short, you've done us all a service.
This outcome was unknown to me. I had not thought it possible.
'Tis not what I expected.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
I could use a bit of fun to brighten the day.
Got nothing to fear if I keep my wits about me.
Let them try and stop me.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Should allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen it was stolen from me while I was... There's no exaggeration. To be quite truthful, working under a man such as him, unless you...
The jadeite orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
What am I supposed to do?
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here... At least you'll find a bit of peace and quiet. Many thanks.
Have you come from Vernworth? The ancient battleground to the north is over. In times past, 'twas safe enough. Since a few days past, skeleton. It could be that aught's say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground. I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
Greetings. Tell me, in your company he seems to have vanished, and if I may be candid, 'tis an item of precious import, and in my hour of need, you will be rewarded handsomely for your...
Sirs O'Fulv and Everard each seek the jadeite orb. To whom ought we to grant it, assuming we find the thing at all?
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see. The truth for yourself. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
The jadeite orb is safely in hand.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Hope to see you again.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Very well. Pray continue.
Not sure I can handle this.
Where are you going?
I'm not risking my life for a... Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
Oh, tell me I haven't got any fleas.
Would that I could shed my kisses.
Let me think on this a moment. What was it I had planned for the morrow?
Give me a moment to think, will you?
Can't remember the last time I had a proper meal.
Maybe
Go
I could buy myself
on,
a
have a
nice
look.
Put down my steel for a mug of warm ale.
I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
Here they did before.
Watchful eyes can deter the easily daunted.
A good day to you.
Not an inkling of what to do.
This is no good.
Ah, things will sort themselves out.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see that the item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Hope to see you again.
You might say that the purpose of a forgery is limited only by one's own imagination.
My heart shies from...
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. Before we discuss your... You see, in my line of come, I trust old Ibrahim.
Follow my lead.
Come along. We make for Ibrahim's scrap store.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Not much has changed since I was a girl.
Good day, Ibrahim. Now, I have a bit of business. He ought to be finished by now. You, my partners, shall be... You have certainly earned your... And I do hope you will permit me to call up...
True to his word, Sir Everard has paid us handsomely for the orb, and plentiful coin is always welcome on our journey.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you. Now, pray, take this. A note isn't much. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may never...
I fear we have done Sir Offulf an unkindness. May he find the strength to weather his troubles.
'Tis loathsome, being the bearer of such ill tidings.
That's quite enough.
None of us is guaranteed tomorrow. I'm back for someone else.
Fancy a look at my wares?
So dull when there's nothing doing.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Hope to see you again.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
I'm going to go exploring. No sense travelling when I'm happiest here.
I'll not take that from you.
What's the point? Tomorrow will be no different. I'd like a quiet life. All that butterfly glory and coin to show for it. I'd quite like it.
I'll not take that from you.
Shan't resist.
This cannot be.
Arisen! Are you alright? I'll keep them pinned down.
Splendid.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
This Oxguard was beset by assailants it could not shake. And this is the result.
The work of goblins, maybe.
Careful now.
That was hard won.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
You're worrying. You aren't living, I say.
Wonder if it's too early.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, and that's when I thought, I can't just give it to you, mind. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're... Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
sir.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine, where's he?
The road's at your leisure. Well met, sir.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Ah, yes. When he learnt of your Majesty's escape, as to how he learned your Majesty's location with such, I shall be sure to inform you when I do.
So the agent was of Batal, after all. 'Tis rather eerie that someone should be sent across the border to spy on you.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen from the pains he took to remain on scene. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to the Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his... He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers. I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray.
We have been entrusted with a task.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I have been pursuing all of the channels of... Would your Majesty be willing to venture to Vermont's eastern... Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the...
Follow me, if you would.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption. I thought so. That girl's always running off on... Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd...
Speak to me another time. I'm on duty.
Nice to see you again.
I swear I'm not giving me an achy back.
What is
Dull
true
days
peace?
for us are a sign of all.
Living's hard.
I'll take the knife.
Shall we make for Burnworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance. Would you mind coming over here? We have arrived.
We shall await you.
You are the Arisen. Follow me! Best you move along. Should one of the other guards...
I wish the Minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter.
Oh, perhaps the boy has found... Oh, unring, as if anyone in this... Now, if Wilhelmina...
Surely none more important than...
Indeed. But...
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. I don't appreciate having my... Still, you are welcome to come calling. Off you go now.
But not at the expense of the lights. You and old. I must ask you to comport yourself with the utmost civility while you are with me.
So enjoy dancing.
How intriguing.
Living life for its pleasures.
We must consider the needs of the common folk as well.
Partial to a little quiet from time to time.
Our first sovereign in decades. At last, we will see the end of the age of proxies.
Have you heard? There's to be more
Indeed.
restrictions on goods
The
traded
Arisen
with
has always
Batar.
been a mainstay of
But not at the expense of my duty.
such cheap drink. It is not at all to my taste.
The sky always puts me in a contemplative mood.
So tired. I'd kip just about anywhere. Would that all my days are assigned all is well.
Mindless labor is for mindless men.
My talents are
All
not
seems
Such
Pride with such worn out gear.
What is it like without my back's not acting up today. Should I get up to?
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
I take pride in it, and rightly so.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
There's
Towns and politics are no concern of mine.
pleasures.
It is quiet about.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. I'll scour with you right.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playgrounds? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance.
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royalty.
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came... Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send...
Could use a little quiet right in the day. A fine spot to take my mind off my troubles.
Just one last... Who's eerily we know about?
There's no shame in living life.
This isn't much to go on.
It seems you have obtained information regarding the false sovereign. Captain Brant will be eager to hear of it, I'm sure. Shall we report this development to Captain Brant? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This ox cart's bound for the... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
It's been a hard day. But not at the expense of my duty.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle.
Oh, I don't need this right now.
My legs are
Too many undervalue the importance of rest.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see that the item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Many thanks to you.
We have acquired a forgery. I cannot speak to its uses, though I'm sure we'll think of something.
'Tis nigh indistinguishable from the genuine article. That fact alone means it has potential.
Those recruits to vote Hummel from Point.
I'm sure I can handle
Some of them are good.
I sleep on my woe, mayhap they'll go away.
Imagine what my wares. Would that all places were so welcoming as this?
Oi, you there! I don't mean to pry, only...
Morris! I've just...
What?
I've just heard news. Rodwood...
Oh, my poor boy.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my The soldiers won't do aught. Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? Do you truly mean that, sir? If you return him to me, I will be...
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
What should I get up to today?
I don't believe I had any visitors today. My interest is piqued very well. Now then, what could it be you have come to learn of my magic? Many are those who have knocked at my door only to... Perhaps you would allow me to test... Bring me the grimoires. Yet. Have you found any grimoires? You know not where they are to be found? I shall divulge but one location. I have heard tell that a village assailed by the dragon, mind you.
Let me get that.
Well met, sir. How did they treat you then?
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
Wise are as discerning with time as with
Peruse
coin.
at your leisure, sir.
It smells good.
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste steel.
This is no good.
Not good will come of this.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here... least you'll find a bit of peace and quiet.
Many thanks.
Not trained for this.
Hope this job plays out tomorrow will be no different.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Only fools
I
and
got the
urchins vote for
foggiest.
their kind.
What should I get up to?
Good enough to vote for it. Shame on you.
Tomorrow will be no different.
I've wares of every ilk. We're doing about a dozen things at once.
On me to bear what you're I'm not stopping. Got to look forward to
Someone wild.
Well met, sir.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. Let me see. Pray make haste in securing Melv, a meager clue. Though the political situation is, I fear such a partnership. At any rate, I will investigate these matters as best, only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot, and ere it slips my mind.
Phases. Now that...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your... Well, well. He is merely Desa's puppet then, even were he to be removed. But if there's aught that compels my attention, he seems a man of import. Pray, allow me to investigate.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be what?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve the citizen.
Would you mind coming? Over here.
My sleep on my woes may have to go away.
All that fuss and nary a coin to show for it. Where was I bound again?
Well met, sir. Gotta take opportunities when they come, I say.
Pray, follow me.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. To this world I return.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Be rested, I trust?